What's up guys? Today on 2 a.m. Cars, I'm going to be doing the cornering light mod on my 1994 Lexus SC300. And the reason I'm doing this is because I don't like how the cornering lights function. Cornering lights are supposed to help you see the corners when you turn on your blinkers. But when I'm at a stop sign or a red light and I have my left or right blinker on and I'm just sitting there for 30 seconds, I have one light on and it just makes it look like the other light is off. So today I'm gonna rewire them basically so that way they stay on all the time. So things you'll be needing to get this project done: 30 amp relay. You're gonna need a box of T-taps. You will need a 30 amp fuse holder, 30 amp fuses, 25 foot 16 gauge wire, and I got white LEDs to replace the incandescents. In order to gain access to the cornering lights, you're going to have to remove the low beam assemblies on both sides, so both headlights. In order to do that, you're going to have to take out a 10mm bolt right here, as well as 10mm bolts here to get access to the two bolts behind the headlight. I turned my wheel to the left so that way it was easier for me to access these bolts here. So after you remove the 10mm bolt here and up here, you're going to peel back the fender liner, and up there you're going to see two 10mm nuts. The top one is missing for me, but you're gonna have to take out both of those, and then after that you'll be able to remove the headlight. After you remove the three 10mm bolts, you're gonna want to disconnect all of the bulb wires in the back so you can pull the headlight out. Just so you guys get a better idea of where the connectors are, here's the turning signal, here is the connector for the parking light, and here is your low beam. I have an HID in here, which makes it super easy to disconnect. But otherwise you would have the factory harness, which would be a red color like this one down here, brownish red. After you disconnect and remove both headlights, the next thing for you to do is disconnect the negative terminal of your battery, because we're going to be wiring up some relays and stuff and we don't want anything to go wrong or short circuit. So that's the next thing for you to do. If you do want to replace your halogen turn signals with LEDs, here is the socket, and it's just a matter of lefty-loosey, righty-tighty. So lefty-loosey, you're going to take this incandescent out by pushing it down and then turning it to the left to loosen it and popping it out, and then replacing it with your LED. So the plan is to wire up these cornering lights to the parking lights so that way they stay on whether or not the lights are on, so I could have them on during the daytime without having my low beams on, and then I can also have them at nighttime when my low beams are on. Okay, so step one is you're gonna take the positive wires of both cornering lights and you're gonna T-tap them with your 16 gauge wire and run them all the way to the battery terminal, and you're gonna twist tie those wires together and then connect them both to the 87 post of your relay. So here's what that looks like. So basically what I did here was you T-tap your positive wire, which is the brownish reddish one, with your 16 gauge, and you do that for both sides. So I did that for the second side as well, right there. And you're gonna run your wire across, and then the other wire is gonna be shorter because it's on the same side as the battery terminal. You'll run them up here and you're gonna connect them together to the 87 post right there. After you finish hooking up the positive side, you're gonna take this cornering lights and do the same thing with the negative side. So you're gonna tap the negative or the ground of the cornering lights, both of them, and you're gonna run them to the battery terminal and ground them to the negative post of the battery. After you hook up positive to the 87 terminal and the negative side to the negative battery post, the next thing for you to do is join the negative battery post to the relay. So in order to do that, you're going to take your wire and connect one side to the negative battery post and the other side to the 85 post of your relay. After you wire up the negative post, next thing to do is wire up your signal wire. So I picked my city lights as a signal switch, and you're going to T-tap the positive terminal and run it to your 86 spade, which is right here. Now you have to join the positive battery terminal using your fuse holder, your 30 amp fuse holder, and connect that to your 80 post. After you made sure all your wires are connected properly and insulated, then now it's going to be time to basically take one of your fuses right here, pop it into the fuse holder, and fire up your parking lights and see if the cornering lights turn on too. All right, you guys, we got it wired up successfully, and all I have to do now is make sure that the wires are tucked away nicely, so that way there aren't any tangles or anything like that. So once you guys make sure that the lights are installed properly and everything's wired up nicely, then it's time to do some cable management and then reinstall your low beams, and you should be good to go. So now you can see that the cornering lights are on at all times. Even if I turn off the hazards or turn off the turn signals, they'll still stay on. So they've essentially become like sort of like daytime running lights or fog lights, and I think it looks so much better than their original purpose. Thanks for watching, guys. If you have any questions, please leave it down in the comments below. If you like the video, subscribe, and we'll catch you in the next one. Thanks.